What is good, y'all? Um, I am here. I am present. I am alive. I know a lot of you been wondering, Wordy, where you been? Wordy, why you so inconsistent? This, that, and the third. Where you been? Um, I'm here. I am here. Um, it's been a very eventful last 3, 4 months for me. Um, I had moved a long time ago. Um, I've been having a lot of internet problems recently. Um, just trying to get it figured out, trying to get a new setup, moving into a new spot, you know, getting situated. But thankfully, I was able to do that interview with Brandon Duffy. That was a great warm up for me. It was a great conversation to have, to be honest. Um, yeah, man. Um, got the end of the year stream coming up. Should be beautiful, should be exquisite, should be very entertaining. I might add, very entertaining. Um, but yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you follow. Links are in the description down there in not the description, the ticker, whatever you want to call it. Um, make sure you give me a follow. If you want to follow me, cool. If not, cool. It is what it is. Follow me on X, follow me on IG, all that good shit. So there's been a lot. There's been a lot going on in pop. Well, not pop culture, hip hop culture lately. Uh, you know, Jay Z is one of my favorite rappers of all time, right? And you know, they like to say birds of a feather flock together a lot of the times, right? And obviously, P Diddy went down for whatever he went down with, the sexual trafficking, RICO shit. And a very close companion of his is Jay Z. Been a lot of allegations towards Jay Z, a lot of Hovengers defending his honor, almost as if they were compromised to do so. Very peculiar, very peculiar. Just on brand. And a very peculiar thing that I've noticed, I know Ak mentioned it as well. Like a lot of the independent hip hop news platforms, they tend to be very objective, like the DJ Vlads, the Axe, the Say Cheeses, the No Jumpers. Even, well, I was gonna say the Shade Room, but it's kind of like, you know, salute to I forgot her name, the founder of Shade Room, but it's not too much objectivity there, right? But I've noticed like a lot of these news outlets haven't really been objective like that when it comes to Jay Z specifically. And whether you call that blind loyalty, Jay Z is a very powerful person in the hip hop industry. He's also put a lot of people that are execs now and radio personalities now and hip hop podcasters now in a great position. So I mean, I get it. From that standpoint, you kind of have to have blind loyalty when it comes to that shit. But it's very, very peculiar the timing of all of this shit that's going on. And recently it's been debunked so far because it's fair to say that most people would like to think that Jay-Z was guilty of this shit because, like, as the saying goes, birds of a feather flock together, this, that, and the third, right? But I think something had came out. I think it was either yesterday or today. I believe it was yesterday night, like around 7 p.m. I think it was in an interview with NBC. Let me see if I can find the article. Let me see if I can screen share. This is my first time using Restream, by the way, so bear with me, right? Bear with me. Let's see here. It's definitely not StreamYard. All right. Think y'all could see it. So it says in an interview with NBC, the woman who accused Jay-Z of R admits that she made a serious mistake and her testimony was inconsistent. The woman who currently lives in Alabama, shouts out to all my Alabama niggas, said that her father picked her up after the alleged sexual abuse, but he contradicts his daughter, claiming that he does not remember it. In addition, images from that night show Jay-Z in a different location than the one described by the woman. So there were also, apparently there was also images from that night that came out that show that Jay-Z wasn't even in the vicinity when this was happening. So it's kind of like those things where you're kind of guilty until proven innocent, especially with Black men specifically. We're kind of labeled as, or the world likes to label us as the R words of the world, or the violent species of the world, and it's very unfair. Honestly, it is very unfair to Jay-Z. If I'm being completely objective, it is unfair. Just because you're associated with P. Diddy doesn't mean necessarily that you partook in all the things that he did do, right? But when you get to a certain level, oh, here I go. I know. Here we go. Here where it goes. When you get to a certain level and you start to get millions of dollars and you get hundreds of millions of dollars and you get billions, multi-billions of dollars, you start to have to compromise a lot of your morals and your ethics to get to that stand, because you can't really name a moral billionaire. Like, there isn't a good, what is a good billionaire? Might also have to do with what you consider good, right? But what is a good billionaire? A billionaire has to have employees. That's a fact, right? Because they wouldn't have gotten to that point if they didn't have multiple people that they're managing or just hiring, right? So you're gonna have to have a lot of conglomerates working for you. You might have to compromise a lot of your beliefs to maintain that stature, right? Not to say that Jay-Z necessarily did that, but when you start to get to that level, I know I'm gonna sound like that conspiracy theory nigga. I'm sorry. It's just it can't be a coincidence. I'm just saying that Jay-Z, we already know his history with Beyonce. We know his alleged history with Aaliyah, alleged history with Foxy Brown, quadruple alleged. Don't sue me, nigga. I'm not Tasha K. Please, I have no clout. Quadruple alleged relationship with Rihanna. Hey, these are what the Twitter streets were saying. We know of the history because it's been documented his entire career, majority of his entire career, right? So when we really look at it from that perspective, if Jay-Z went on tour with R. Kelly, who is clearly the nastiest man in the music, and one of the nastiest Black men in the music, come on. If he went on tour with him after knowing what R. Kelly did the Best of Both Worlds project, while also hanging with P. Diddy and associating himself with P. Diddy, knowing both of their histories, could it be implied? Is it a logical implication to say Jay-Z might have been partaking in some of these activities? Some of them, not all of them, but some of them? Yes. It's very plausible to think that. And I don't understand a lot of these Hovengers. A lot of these and this is mainly about the Hovengers, right? Because a lot of you Hovengers are really starting to grind my gears, right? Why is it so hard to believe with Jay-Z? All these allegations, right? Why is it hard to believe with him, but with Drake, you don't need no proof. You just need a song that you can shake your ass to and claim you're a Dr. Umar supporter. They're not like us, with no proof, no evidence, nothing. Right? You can imply it because of the 17-year-old shit when he was on stage. That seems to be the main thing people like to go with. when that can be debunked very, very easily. But people are going to believe what they want to believe, but with no hard evidence, right? Just like with Jay-Z, there isn't technically any hard evidence, right? But if we're looking at Drake's associates and we're looking at Jay-Z's associates, so who would you say, D-Fran, who would you say are Drake's associates? Right? We got Boy Wonder, right? Most of Drake's associates are people he grew up with. A lot of Jay-Z's associates are people that he finds near and dear to his heart. I mean, there might be a couple here or there, but if it's not business oriented, I don't think Jay-Z's that has the same crop of people that he hangs out with compared to Drake, where it's been Nico, it's been Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder's been producing for Drake since 05. Baka, that's okay. okay. Well, okay. Baka. All right. Okay. You got me there. Okay. He got a weird case. Why is he around? We get it, right? But as far as everybody else, right? As far as everybody else, Nico don't got a weird case. Boy Wonder don't got a weird case. 40 don't got a weird case. A lot of the people around Noel don't have a weird case. A lot of the people around him don't really have that around him compared to Jay-Z, who's R. Kelly. R. Kelly's a big one. Just because you knew what he was doing. Like you were aware of what was going on. You went on tour and you dropped an album with him. Like it should never become so when Hovengers like to bring this let's compare Drake to Hove, and it's not really the same thing, really. It's really not. Right? But I personally feel like, you're not it's not your fault, or it's not anyone's fault to assume these things about Jay-Z, because we've seen the people that he's been hanging out with. Now, a lot of the people like Ebro and Charlemagne the God, right? The Hovengers, right? Now, I don't know exactly their history with Jay-Z specifically, especially with Ebro. Charlemagne, Revolt, P. Diddy's close with Jay. Boom. Might there be something extra there? Sure, but if we're really evaluating the people that are instantly saying, Jay, look at what they're doing to the black man. They're trying to frame him. This isn't fair. This is corny. All of these same talking points, are they not the same when they're applied to Drake? Why are they not the same when it's applied to Drake? Is it because we respect Jay-Z more? If that's what it is, let's just say that. But if we're not going to be objective, and if we're not going to hold hip-hop to one standard, and we're just going to base our views off of who we like and who we respect more in the culture, that's very hypocritical. Is it not? Like, for instance, God forbid, but let's just say Kendrick Lamar had these same allegations. Are we instantly going to deny it because it's Kendrick Lamar? For any respected rapper, for any respected artist, us as fans, we don't know these niggas. Like, we don't really know them. So to be so passionate about defending them, to be so forward-facing about your position about what they're being accused of without really any proof at all, is it's bewildering to me. Some of you Hovengers are just as bad, if not worse, than a lot of the K-Barbs, bro. The K-Barbs, the K-Bots, whatever you want to call them, K-Barbs, y'all are the new Drake fans. Y'all are the new unrealistic, delusional Drake fan. I'm a real Drake fan. Okay. I'm a real Drake fan. Okay. Been following him since Room for Improvement. Okay. I know what real Drake's supposed to sound like musically. Yeah. Okay. But when we're talking about the actual hypocrisy in a lot of these rappers that we grew up listening to and respecting, like the Pusha T's, the LL Cool J's, the stereotypical hip hop culture respected rappers, right? Why is it that Drake is the only outlier in all of this? Drake gets absolutely no leeway. For a person that's been running hip hop for the good part of 15 fucking years, why does he not? Why would he not get the benefit of the doubt? That's like saying because LeBron James isn't performing as well as he used to perform in 2018, that he's trash. His legacy doesn't mean shit anymore. This guy's better all time. That guy's better all time because he's not playing good right now, or he's having a 2 or 3 year cold streak when he's been in the league for 20 plus years at an elite level. It's not like he's like mid. LeBron's been elite for a long time. So, and we're talking just musically. You can think whatever you want to think about him. You could say, okay, Drake is a culture vulture. Drake's light-skinned Jewish Canadian. He's soft. He's gay. He's this. He's that. Right? Whatever you want to say. It's not like people haven't been saying that about him for the rest of his. They've been saying that his entire career, right? But just strictly musically, to say that he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt because what, Kendrick Lamar? Don't get me started with that. See, I'm a West Coast nigga, right? I am a West Coast nigga. Whatever you niggas in the chat want to say, oh, you're from Alabama, suck my dick. I am a West Coast nigga. There is no way that you are telling me Tupac is a better artist than Biggie Smalls. You're not telling me that. And I'm a West Coast nigga telling me that. Just like there's no way you're telling me Kendrick Lamar is a better artist than Drake. It sounds delusional. You sound off of your meds. Let's come back to reality. I know the aliens are in New Jersey. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the sky, but let's leave the sky. Let's come back to Earth, right? We're talking about Drake here. We're talking about Jay-Z here. We're talking about Kendrick here, right? When we're talking about these certain rappers, you see the dick suck? You see? I can never, I just, predictable. When we're talking about artists like Jay-Z, now, is this article backed by NBC? Sure, if you want to say NBC is plausible, a plausible, reliable news source, by all means, right? By all means, you know? Let me share the screen again, my bad. If you want to say NBC is a plausible news source, by all means, be my guest, right? If this is what we're going with, right? In an interview with NBC, the woman who accused Jay-Z of R admits that she made a serious mistake and her testimony was inconsistent. The woman who currently lives in Alabama said that her father picked her up after the alleged sexual abuse. She said that her father picked her up after the alleged abuse. So apparently she had walked, or she had went somewhere, or she went to a gas station, and I thought initially at first she said a driver picked her up and drove her 5 hours. That's initially what I heard at first. But if we're saying that, if she's saying that, you know, her father picked her up after the alleged sexual abuse, and he's contradicting what she's saying, claiming that he does not remember it, then I think you're clearly lying. And, you know, I don't care if it's Jay-Z. I don't care. First and foremost, I don't have to like Jay-Z to understand what's going on here. Okay? I don't have to like Jay-Z's music. I don't have to like him as a person to understand what is actually going on here. Okay? To me, this might be insensitive to a lot of those out there that are like, "Oh, believe all women. Women are they will never lie. They're hey, and I love me some women, especially my black women. Oh my god, I love y'all so much. But nigga, this is a money grab. Let's be fucking honest, right? I know Lando was talking about it. It's like, oh, he was defending him. Understandable. He's a Hove. He's a Hovenger. I get it. But waiting for more info is not wrong. Waiting for more information to come out to make a more definitive stance, to me, is the way to go. I don't know about a lot of people. I know a lot of people have their biases. Oh, Hove would never do that. Oh, let's find every single reason why he wouldn't do that. Why this is implausible. Why this is not that, right? But we don't have all the facts. Now that we have a little bit more information about the woman's story and her account of what happened, and it not lining up with what the father remembers, now we can have more of a stance on what really might have happened, right? It's okay not to be first, guys. It's okay not to be the first on the story. It's okay not to have opinions about something that you're not that informed about, including me. That's why, D-Fran, when I was on y'all show and y'all talking about it, I didn't talk much because I didn't have all the necessary facts. There wasn't enough information for me to have a competent stance on it. Did it seem likely? Of course, because of his history with people that indulge in that type of behavior. R. Kelly, right? Someone that's actually been convicted, not even just someone that's dibbled and dabbled, someone that has been caught on camera and convicted and is currently serving jail time. Yes. That seems more plausible for it to be more likely than not, right? Especially at that time. 2000, it's a crazy year, 2000. Y2K year. It's pretty crazy. A lot of shit. Niggas think the world about to end, all type of shit, right? So, but my real issue, honestly, is with people like Ebro. People like Ebro. And D-Fran and Lando, I'm about to bring y'all up. Let me just cover these two videos real quick and I'll bring y'all back up. So people like fucking Ebro, right? Again, I appreciate the hip-hop media personalities of the past, the future, the present. You know, I'm not a hater. I have no clout. Who am I, right? Who am I? Who is Wardu, right? Who cares what Wardu has to say? Oh, the Nigerian that wants to indulge in Black America. Who is Wardu, right, D-Fran? Who is Wardu, Lando? Who am I, right? So we have a video of Ebro addressing the sexual assault allegations, whatever you want to call it. I think it was like a couple days after it came out at first. My boy Sound posted it. Shout out to Sound, man. He's going to be on the New Year, the end of the year list stream that we're going to be having on the 19th next week. Make sure y'all tune in. I'll make sure I promo that shit like crazy. But here is what Ebro had to say about
like all his business dealings. Maybe you know, some
accusations.
people are upset with their own lives, and so they see someone else seemingly having a. I would say my biggest problem in all of this is the clown show that sexual assaults have been.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why so many people want to see Jay-Z get torn down. I mean,
that's the part I'm stuck on.
It's a nature of our culture that we.
I think the reason why a lot of people want to see Jay-Z get torn down is the same is part of the same, not completely, but is partly because They want to see the person that's at the top of the hip hop pyramid go down. They build you up to break you down. That's with anything in life, right? People will act like they're your biggest supporter till you reach a certain height and they feel like, oh, you're too Hollywood to talk to us now. Let's get some blackmail. Let's get some dirt on his name. Let's bring him back to reality. Let's humble him. That's with anything in life, especially hip hop, where it's competitive. The same thing that they want to see with Jay-Z is what they wanted to see, Kendrick fans specifically wanted to see with Drake. So it's not, there's a reason why he's saying it. I'm going to cover it why after the video, but let's continue.
We aren't wanting to examine. It's disgusting. People love a teardown. Of somebody successful who, maybe you don't like all his business dealings. Maybe and some people are upset with their own lives, and so they see someone else seemingly having a phenomenal run at life, and they don't want to see it for whatever reason. So I would say in all of this, it still takes me back to how upsetting it is that sexual assault is a game.
Yeah, it's used.
Okay. Sexual assault is obviously not a game. We all know that black people don't play around when it comes to shit like pedophilia and fucking sexual assault. More so pedophilia than sexual assault, if we're being honest, because let's be honest, a lot of people in music that have had domestic situations, very successful still. They're very successful. Didn't really change their career much. Not as much as niggas ain't fucking with that P shit, bro. Niggas ain't fucking with that Rugrat shit, bro. Hey, but there's a little bit of similarities in what Ebro's talking about with Jay-Z, with Drake, if not worse with Drake. Which is why people are saying, yeah, if you can't sue Kendrick by the hip-hop Bible standards, you can't sue another rapper that you're beefing with. That's in the hip-hop Bible, right? Then you sue the record label that you think is promoting this shit. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, I don't, if Kendrick did that same thing, that wouldn't even be a discussion, right?
It's just kind of used as like a piece for trying to bring someone down, get some money, conversation. And obviously there's so many real victims. And by the way, we don't know the story with this one. We obviously don't. But what I was struck by too was the waiting that, they were salivating when the story came out.
What strikes me, and anybody that, I'm not, by any far stretch, that close to litigation and lawsuits. But everyone, I think it's pretty common knowledge that the further you try to shoot your shot in litigation and lawsuits, like you put a big number on it, so at least you land at a number that you're happy with, right? You hear like, I'm suing for $50 million, but really they're just hoping to get $5. But they throw out the big number to hopefully settle on the little one.
I agree with that. That's true. Sometimes they'll just throw out a bullshit civil lawsuit just so they can get some money, right? That's very true. I'll give them that.
In this lawsuit, it's been public that this woman went to a Diddy party after the VMAs. She showed up to the VMAs. She was 13 years old. She didn't have a ticket, is the way the story goes. Her story, by the way.
Yeah.
Meets limo drivers who then say, hey, you're Diddy's type, according to her, and they take her to a house where there's a party going on. She has a drink, gets woozy, she says, and then passes out in a bedroom. The original allegation was that Diddy then goes in the bedroom, undresses her, sexually assaults her. She leaves. Oh, and while
also a key part in what her testimony was, let's be honest, let's be all the way thorough with this, that her testimony also included Jay-Z also holding her down while Diddy was doing that. So Jay-Z is technically a part of that. Now, whether he actually had R-worded her too as well, we're not going to really know that because you might have had to do a rape kit at that time, or a R word kit. Sorry, you might have had to do a kit at that time to really know if it's plausible or not. So that's an implication. But what from her testimony, she did say, I recall her saying that he held her down while Diddy did that. She escaped both of them and got away. That's what I remember. I don't know if that's what Ebro was subtracting from that statement purposefully, Hovenger, but that's what I remember. I don't know if that's what y'all remember, D-Fran and Lando, but that's what I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?
While another celebrity woman watches, she leaves, goes to a gas station, calls her dad, is what the original allegation was. Somewhere along the line, they decided to just add Jay-Z to this. So then when you hear the behind the scenes...
So are you suggesting that the story was out in full and there was no mention that another person was involved?
That's what I read. The only other person was a woman celebrity that watched.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that, and I think it's in the lawsuit of Celebrity A or what is Celebrity B or Celebrity A, something like that. They're saying it's either J-Lo or I don't think they included Beyonce in that, but I think they said something about J-Lo because I think Diddy was dating J-Lo at the time. So I don't really remember that part, but that's not even really the more relevant part. The relevant part to this is addressing Jay-Z, right? So it sounds like a lot of deflection coming from Ebro here. Okay. Purposefully, right? But again, when you're a Hovenger, it's understandable. You have to protect the Black Pharaoh of hip hop. You have to protect Hove. I get it. Just as a hip hop fan, it's not something that you want to see. Like, it's not something that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not really celebrating. I don't want to see artists that I grew up listening to. And from what I've seen from the outside looking in, kind of exemplify what Black excellence in hip hop should look like, right? Black wife, superstar wife, having kids. Yeah, he might have had some cheating scandals here and there, but they still stayed together. You know, it's very similar to LeBron. Very similar to LeBron. But it's not really something that I'm like, oh, I'm happy to see. Like, no, I don't think anyone that loves or appreciates hip, no matter how old you are, would want to see something like that happening to a hip hop legend, you know. But let me play Charlemagne the God's response, and then I'll start bringing people up so we can have a discussion. Charlemagne the God also defended Jay-Z, of course. I expected him to be a little bit more impartial here. But again, like he says, he's a what does he say? He's a Carter knows Winfrey, some shit like that. Carter, I don't know what the fuck he likes to call himself. But Charlemagne the God actually said that he's happy that Jay-Z filed a lawsuit against Tony Busby for extortion. And I'm not really mad at it. I'm not really too mad at it because it's kind of why I appreciate Drake doing what he's doing. Kind of the same shit. If someone's accusing you of something, you know it's not true. You're asking that person to give them proof. You're doubling down on it, saying, "Nigga, if you could show me my daughter right now, you could do whatever the fuck. Like, you can have my masters." I don't fucking know what he was saying, but like doubling down on that. So if Jay-Z is confident in this not being true and this civil lawsuit just being bullshit, like, yeah, you should probably countersue, which, you know, Charlemagne the God did reiterate. I think Charlemagne is a little bit more objective in his take, even though I do feel like he's low-key in Hovenger too. But I think he's a little bit more impartial when it comes to shit like this because he kind of had to be with Diddy. So and he worked for Revolt. So if he did that with Diddy, you kind of have to do that with Jay. You're kind of going to look crazy if you defend Jay, but kind of shit on Diddy when you were signed to his company. But here is his response, and then after this, I'll start bringing people up and shit. Give me 1 second. Screen share. Boom, boom, boom. All right. DJ MB and Angelique. All right.
Because Jay-Z went on and filed a suit, an extortion suit against Busby. They're basically saying all of that's going to show y'all what we've been saying. Like, this is all just a publicity stunt. Mm-hmm. These are people chasing dollars.
Well, good for Hov. I'm glad Jay-Z responded just like that, because this has been going on for too long. It is a grift. These accusers go to these lawyers with all these salacious claims. The lawyer will put more sauce on the salacious claim. They reach out to your team and say, if you don't settle with us, we're going to go public with these claims. They'll tell you that they're going to hold a press conference. We're going to do interviews. And a lot of people settle because they don't want the bad press.
Where they don't have the money to
It happens
fight.
all the time. And like you said, the problem is it's very expensive, right? When you get these civil suits, it's very expensive. And like Charlamagne said, you'll go to the press.
Yep.
They'll make these press conference. And what they want to do is they want to make sure that you lose money. They want to make sure that you lose endorsements, lose sponsorships, lose everything. Until you get to the point where you be like, you know what, let me just pay them off and get away from them. But Jay got enough to say, look, I'm going to fight this all the way now.
Because Jay-Z went on and filed a suit, an extortion.
All right. And like I said, I do kind of agree. Not even kind of agree. I wholeheartedly agree with Charlamagne on that point, even though I do feel there's a little bit of, but yeah, and I feel like he's a little bit more impartial when it comes to shit like that. So, okay. So let me go ahead and drop the link to the niggas to get y'all fuckery off, because I know y'all want to go back and forth with your boy. I know Lando has a lot to say when it comes to Hov. Let me go ahead and drop the link. And again, also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the MicDrop podcast. I like to do podcasts, interviews, panels with a lot of hip-hop creators. I'm just a young nigga doing it. You know what I'm saying? My birthday coming up next week. About to be old as hell. You feel what I'm saying? Sad season is in full effect. But yeah, make sure if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. MicDrop podcast. Make sure you follow also the Instagram, Drop the Damn Mic, and on Twitter at the Wardo. Also, follow the Twitter, the podcast Twitter, Drop the Damn Mic. Actually, I think I put the wrong shit in the fucking shit. Actually. All right, Lando. Go ahead. Get it off your chest. Let's go, Hovenger. Let's go.
I'm away for.
What did I say now?
I'm away for D-Friend to come up here, and I'm not a Hovenger. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why are you lying, nigga? You gotta cut too.
Yeah, but why are you calling me a Hovenger?
Because you're a Hovenger, are you not?
From what? Like how? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not even being obtuse.
Who's your favorite artist of all time?
It's not Ho. It's Michael Jackson. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Hip hop artist.
It would be Drake is my favorite.
Okay. Now it's Drake.
I think
okay.
Hov is
so
my
when we
goat.
did the top 5, you said Jay. Hope you remember that, right?
Because I think he's the greatest. He's my goat. Doesn't mean he's
you're a
favorite.
Hovenger. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a Hovenger. That's fine.
Okay, great.
I like Kanye. I don't really talk about Kanye 24/7. People don't even really assume I'm a Kanye fan.
But he is your goat and your favorite. Jay's
not
goat.
Not my favorite.
Okay. Well, okay. So see, same thing. Jay's my goat, but he's not my favorite. No, he's not. I'm not a Hovenger. Anyway, to the point at hand.
This nigga said I'm about to turn 33.
It played out the way that I thought it would. It played out the exact way I thought it would. Not
How
because
you think it was going to play out?
Pretty quick, pretty easy. I recant more than likely because the story itself in the beginning didn't make much sense. It didn't even sound remotely believable to me. Only because, and again, I came here last week and showed y'all. I was at a VMA party in Manhattan. Manhattan, New Jersey isn't far away from each other. I understand that. But again, it sounded like an extortion attempt from the beginning. And this is, like I said last week, is the problem with the freedom you have with civil suits. You can make a claim, and that was another that you can make a claim, and the courts have to look at your claim, and you can file on anything, any dollar amount against any person for any reason. And what's fucked up is these accusations and allegations, celebrities have to take the hit, but said victim can remain a Jane Doe or John Doe, and now their rep doesn't have to get sullied. It's no sweat off their ass. This woman, we don't know who she is, so she can continue to go live her life, and as long as she doesn't say anything and acknowledge that she was the one, her life's completely the same. Do I think Jay's life completely changes off it? No. But still, though.
I don't think so.
I don't think it changes completely. I mean, you didn't see any deals get stripped away from him, and obviously the woman just recanted. So, yeah, it might be still a little, but it didn't do the heinous to his rep the way that like Michael Jackson's accusations did, or even Drake's accusations did. I don't think so, because of how quickly she came out. Like, she reported this Sunday? Today's Saturday again. It took a week. So. We didn't even get to like a hearing or anything. It took like less than a week. The story itself didn't sound at the beginning. So wait, what made you want to just go to the VMAs? You just want to go to the VMAs. You just want to see a celebrity. All right, cool. You found your way out there. You went from limo driver to limo driver. Hey, you look like Puff's type. 13. Now look, 13-year-olds in this generation don't be looking 13. You know, with the enhancement of makeup.
They were saying Cookie Makaya was 17. So
exactly, with the enhancement of all that. You don't look your age. If 13-year-olds back in 2000 was looking 16 or 18, damn, that's some real good makeup, or you just look really old for your current age. You get to this party, you have a drink, you wander off into a bedroom at this party, go to sleep, you wake up to being violently R-worded by Diddy, and then right when he's finished, Jay goes in after him. All right, and then your dad drives 5 hours to pick you up, and we are just now, 24 years later, hearing this. It made no sense in the beginning. It sounded like some fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't sound possible to me. I'm not saying it's impossible for him to R-word anybody, but that story with the context that we got, no, it made no sense. It made no sense.
But I think it's fair to kind of wait for all the facts to come out. You know, I'm not saying that it doesn't sound ridiculous, but
it's a civil suit. It's not like a criminal. A criminal is when I would have that mindset. Hey, like Dirk. Whoa, okay. You already coming at me with a little bit of evidence. Not so much you can make up. You coming at me with some hard evidence already. We have the credit cards that you use. We have the flight information. We got surveillance cameras. Does that mean he's guilty? No, because we haven't heard his defense. That's when you have that judgment. Civil, I can't have that judgment. I have to literally be like, well, there's your side. And this happened in 2000, so what's going to be your evidence? Your word? You don't have really no witnesses. I mean, you said your dad. So I guess if the dad said, yeah, I picked her up. Oh, okay.
I think it was like, who was her dad?
Then we still would have had the question of why 24 years? Why is that?
Oh, he victim blaming again, y'all.
No, I'm not. This is logic.
It's not a lot. People wait all the time.
And they also sometimes, not all, lie. And that was my biggest concern with a civil case like this. Because what you do when you come out here and lie and you try to money grab is now you make every victim that opens up be subject to the are you telling the truth? And it shouldn't be like that. And another thing that they did is essentially make it real easy for now Diddy to fight these cases he's going through. Because if you lied on Jay, then that means you probably lied on Diddy as well. So now victims,
probably if Jay-Z's innocent, then that means Diddy innocent.
And maybe just in that one case. But now if he's innocent in that one case, it's gonna make all these other lawsuits by Tony look like, oh, wait a minute, nigga. You got any type of credible evidence, or are you just trying to get money, bro?
Yeah, shout out to Tony, man. He tripping.
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 Got too greedy. Got way too greedy.
I was trying to shoot him some bail. I was like, hey, he's a big time attorney. I don't know why Jay-Z trying to shit on him, but when I saw that, he said, my thing is, I was talking about earlier. Once I would have seen that the dad, because I'm trying to figure out, okay, did Tony not ever talk to the dad? Because the dad told NBC that he doesn't remember driving 5 hours to pick up his daughter. Now, I get maybe if this was like you pick up your kid all the time from parties, you might not remember it if it's close by. But 5 hours, I would remember driving 5 hours to pick my kid up from somewhere, even if it was 20 years ago. That's a long ass drive. So I'm like, if Tony didn't ask that question, then yeah, then at this point he out here. I say he's in his shack, like Celtics. Like you may have been big time back in the day, $10 billion in settlements, but now I don't know what you got.
But that was in a different settlements against corporations is one thing. Settlements against people is another thing. You know what I'm saying? Because corporations have policies. You break a policy, there's nothing to talk about. People is completely different. I saw your vids, by the way, different. Good vids. Good vids. I watched both of them today.
In the LAPD's office, tell me how. There's no.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
I watched both of them today. At lunch. Good shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good that we finally got a little bit more clarification on the bullshit. How much the story was bullshit, allegedly. You know.
Not allegedly. Camera on, or is it just I can't see his camera?
No, my camera's on.
That's just me. I can't see.
I'm new to this restraint shit. I'm still getting used to.
No,
it.
I can see him. I can see him. I can see.
It's okay. See my boy Flying Low in the building. Shout out Flying Low in the building.
Shout out Flying Low, man. Shout out Flying Low.
Our favorite Pride member. Our favorite.
Warden about to turn 33, still listening to Yeet. Crazy how young he thinks he is.
Crazy.
What's going on? Is Warden Different has so much hate for Hov. They want it to be true. I don't want it to be true. I said I didn't want it to be true. Do people not listen when I speak? I said it a million times I don't want it to be true. I just didn't get the rush to act like it's impossible that it could be true. That's my only thing. Like, it's impossible that Hov could do something like that. I mean, like, you gotta kind of look at, if we're gonna apply the whole look at who people hang out with, I mean, like, why would it be impossible that he's ever done anything like this in his life? I just don't understand that.
Birds of a feather don't fly.
Like they say, birds of a feather flock together. So I mean, it's
not all the time.
When you're that, I don't know.
And then you said something that was inaccurate. You said that Hov doesn't have as many associates that he grew up with in his corner compared to Drake.
Yeah, Hov got all of them. Like, and
Hov has Tata. Hov has E. I mean, E wouldn't did a bid, but like still, Hov has the same 10 niggas from Marcy that he came with, stayed with. The only people that he
would you say those are like close friends, or do they like actually work with him musically?
No, they're close friends.
A lot of Drake's close friends work with him musically.
Yeah, no, his close friends are his close friends. The only person that worked with him musically was Dame, and they're not friends anymore.
Ironic.
Well, no. Fucking Memphis Bleak. He's worked with him musically, and they grew up together. Literally 3 floors down from each other.
I think Jay-Z's something about like
Tata. It says Tata was Jay-Z's road manager. I mean, he was working in the music industry.
Well, he gave all them like, but yeah.
He was also the senior vice president of A&R at Island Def Jam Records.
Gave his niggas jobs.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jay-Z, man. Like I said, in my opinion, it's rap. Once the daddy came out, and I said, and I think people just don't listen. I said I still need to hear what the dad got to say, because I feel like that's a relevant piece of information that we got to hear. And once the dad said he don't remember it, and then when you hear that they live 5 hours away from where this incident would have took place, like, it makes it a little bit more shaky. Because then you got to think about too. You got to think, okay, well, she ran to the gas station, spoke to a clerk, and she sat there at that gas station for 5 hours. And the clerk didn't ever be like, "Hey, maybe we should call the police."
Call the police?
So it's like, I don't know. It sounds a little bit shaky, man. It sounds a little bit shaky.
Yeah, it does.
Like, everything leading up to it could be true. Like, to act like a girl could have been at the VMAs trying to get in the parties, like, that's something like, that's believable. People do crazy shit all the time.
At least at that time.
Like I said, a lot of people were saying that, oh, there's no white houses in New York. It's like, brother, I did an easy Zillow search, found $5 million houses there's in New Jersey. If you leave around 11 o'clock at night, you can get there in like 25 minutes to New Jersey. So it's like,
Saddle River. Yeah, Saddle
We're not gonna act fucking crazy like that's impossible. So those things added up. And then, like I said earlier too, it's like, okay, maybe it would have been a little bit more credible if we would have been able to find out who celebrity B, like the female, was, because that person would obviously had to come out and say something. I mean, like, hold on, bitch, that wasn't me, but they never brought that person to the forefront. Maybe there's a reason for that.
J-Lo.
So, I mean, could be J-Lo, could not be J-Lo. I saw a bunch of videos about that night that said Diddy and J-Lo were arguing, so she might not even went to the after party with Diddy. So,
I did not know that.
Who knows? Who knows? But salute to Jay-Z. It's not looking good, but clearly Jay-Z does have like the media apparatus.
It's not affecting his NFL deal. He's still getting his deals.
No, he's powerful. He's a powerful guy. Like, he's kind of, I wouldn't say he's untouchable, because it only takes that one video to come out for you to really you to be.
No one's untouchable.
But no one got that video. Where the video at? They had the video back then on R. Kelly back then. So.
Well, he shot that video himself.
What video?
Did he publish it himself?
I do not think so. I think he said his little video recorder got stolen. I think that was the story. Even though, considering what we know about Robert Kelly now, I wouldn't be shocked if he did.
Nigga said Robert Kelly.
You don't get the R anymore, bro, because the R can mean more than one thing now.
He's a musical legend, man. Come on, man.
That's great.
That's Kells, man.
No, it's not. Get Kells in sales now.
Kells in the sale with Diddy.
Yeah.
Y'all think Diddy only had one freak off partner? He probably had a few celebs he take to.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure.
Pretty sure he had more than 10.
I mean, if you think about the Playboy Mansion parties, I'm sure Hugh had hella celebrities going up in there and just, hey man, Magic Johnson described the Playboy parties as what you do is, it's about 10 men, 200 women. Y'all eat dinner, watch a movie, and everybody go off about their way. You got a room here. You don't know what's going on. So,
what y'all think about this nigga DJ Head? What are y'all thoughts about DJ Head?
He gives off mad groupie energy to me, and he gives off like real
beta.
No, what's the word I'm looking for?
I wouldn't say beta.
Nah, he doesn't give off that. He gives off
groupie for sure. But.
Groupie and like attention seeking. Like, hey, I want to be the one to spill it. Hey, I want to be the one to debunk that. Me.
It's kind of like
but it's like a false sense of like, I want to be that person, but then I want to act like I'm too cool.
I want to act like I'm too cool to be that person. Like,
yeah.
I'm not like
I don't like people like that. Like, motherfucker, if you got the information, just give it up. I don't need like I'm too cool or secret like in the window shit. Like, y'all know I'm cool with Kendrick, so I got like you gonna fucking say it.
He do the whole
that's
like,
how I look at
hey,
shit
look, I heard from said person, but it's like, no, nigga, like, just say what you heard or say what you, or don't say.
Act like he an insider. Nigga think he Elliot Wilson for real.
Yeah, he give off groupie energy though. Major.
Why you ask that though? What about what did he did something recently or something like that?
No, I just seen him. I just seen Mr. DJ Head take a picture with the white Mexican guy, Lefty Gunplay.
This page sucks, by the way.
Just very, very peculiar picture. I mean, understandable. He was on the album, Kendrick album, but because of his comments, which I personally didn't have a problem with, honestly. I wouldn't want my
shout out to the blacks. Shout out to the blacks.
My daughter to be with black men, so not really mad at that, but you know how the culture feels about race.
What type of black men? You want your daughter to be with American black men or Nigerian black men?
As long as you have melanin, I don't care. I genuinely do not care. I don't care. I would prefer, just like Lefty, he would prefer, be Mexican, whatever. I prefer my daughter to be with a black, But yeah, very peculiar.
Lefty Gunplay is like me. He's just half Mexican though.
Oh,
he's half white, half Mexican.
You're half black, half Luigi.
Half black, half white, half Nigerian. You feel me?
You feel me?
DJ Head, he just give me like that, like
groupie.
he wants to act like he doesn't like. You know how I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, I get groupies like that's like a strong word, but
he
like
gives off
expert.
it's just too cool for school. That's all it is. It's just too cool for school. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's like, oh, I have the info. I talk to Dot, but I act like, oh, that's just the homie. Like all that type of shit. All right, bro, you got it.
The same
And that's
shit,
why when I tweeted that thing to him, he said, I'm gonna send this to the homie. Well, I forgot what I said. I was like, all right, we get it. You know, Kendrick, nigga. And that shit, I don't know what that shit got like 300,000 views. We just started going crazy.
That was a day. That was a day.
I was like, bro, I was that bitch talking shit, but that's whatever. People just be mad about stupid shit. But he said, oh, I'm talking about Calmatic. But nigga, you know when you said that, you knew who the fuck people thought you were talking about. All right.
Exactly.
So they know what they be doing. Like, but it's cool. I get the same thing with I mean, he's not worse than the Hit of J3 nigga. Hit of J3 is the worst. He's the absolute worst with the Kendrick
That's
shit.
his cousin, right?
He's the worst for that shit. He act like he's really somebody. But like my nigga, people only give a fuck what you're saying because Kendrick not talking. Like if Kendrick was talking or posting, like people would go to look to your page to see what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So you're kind of like an intermediary where it's like we're gonna go see what he said through you, and we're gonna not me, but people would assume that whatever you're saying is how he feels. So it's just like, you know, but I get it. Y'all on the album. He threw y'all some breadcrumbs. Salute to y'all. This will be gone by next year. Like it is what it is.
I don't think that really did shit for the West Coast artists at all. Even Roddy Ricch Push's album, like Roddy was technically on that album, didn't really have like a notable verse or anything, but
I don't think it does. I don't think it does anything for anybody long term. Like people are like, oh, he got Lefty Gunplay a #2 record, and it's like Lefty Gunplay is fucking on the saying spooky. Like, does that really do?
And that just proves that Kendrick is on social media.
Oh, I said
even if
that's what everyone was saying. Like, oh, Kendrick is not gonna. You know, he's clearly has his ear on the streets. Like
he might not be on it, but he has niggas that are on it.
Yeah,
that feed him. Hey,
but no, I feel like he's on social media too. Like.
I don't. Yeah. When they come to him and Cole, I feel like they log in and then they log out for like months, and they let their people keep them touched in.
Nah, I think that's what niggas want. That's what they want you to think about them. Them niggas be on them.
I believe that more so with Cole than Kendrick.
That's why they got burner. That's why they got burner accounts and shit like that. They be on the shit.
Yeah,
they just don't be posting and all that type of shit.
Like this nigga hit it. This nigga is like, bro. Look at this nigga's tweets, bro. Like. I'm a felon. Tell them niggas get me in Toronto. I'll be at the show. Like, bro.
At Academics.
Just make sure you
at
got
Academics
that
again. At Academics again.
Just clout chasing shit, bro. Like, dog, who are you, bro?
The hotter, and they do that shit all the time too. The hotter song is coming. Like, okay, bro. Gotta
for them to be so cool with Kendrick, they certainly don't adopt his philosophies. They give off the same things that.
The girl who accused Jay-Z of rape just admitted she lied. She didn't say she lied. She said she had inconsistencies, but
she said she had inconsistencies.
I believe that it's probably not the truth. But we got more. There's more people coming out. The downfall.
Right. You will crumble.
We're coming for you, Rock Nation. We will crumble.
Tory bodied that verse, by the way.
No, he did. Academics may say he went to post some negative bullshit. But yeah, I mean. Even with this with the DDG shit, it was just like, okay, we're going at DDG because he dropped a thing with Tory, and Tory said that he can't wait for niggas to try to do what they did to Drake. But it's like he didn't even say like Kendrick specifically. He just I think he's just saying in general, like anybody that whatever y'all did to Drake, if anybody wants to do that to me, I can't wait for that moment. But they took that as like a shot at Kendrick, and it's like, okay, protection, protect him, please protect Kendrick. Kendrick needs a protection.
Ultra sensitive. I saw people coming at Tory like crazy. They were coming at Tory crazy. They were like Kendrick shouldn't even go back and forth with this man who clearly, has a domestic violence history with women. I'm like, man, y'all the same motherfuckers who let Dr. Dre go up there on that stage and do shh.
Yeah.
Like he just gets absolved. It's almost like Kendrick fans don't even know their history when it comes to who he associates himself with. His mentor, guy that signed him, it's all documented. Nothing alleged, all documented, all proven. But
well, shout out to the Hovengers defending Jay-Z's honor, man. Y'all are really consistent, Yeah, salute to y'all, man.
That's another thing. I don't know how I can be one of those.
You are. You are.
I don't know how.
How's he a Hovenger? Because he didn't want to believe Jay-Z did? Because he didn't want to believe Jay-Z
Exactly.
raped the girl?
And it's coincidentally his greatest rapper of all time.
Does that make me a OVO hoe? A OVO?
Where's the correlation?
I didn't believe any of the things they were trying to say about Drake. Even though he had a
you're
case before too. So,
you're OVO.
When I use logical sense, it's like, nah, that's not what happened.
We're using the K Barb's logic here. Like, yeah, you're OVO. Like that's what Twitter says. So that's you have to be that. You know?
Who Flying Low talking about? Damn Young Man, they rocking with Kendrick or with Jay-Z?
Kendrick is probably who he's talking about.
Oh, I'm not mad. I don't care about people rocking, but it's clearly it's just like they have a false.
It's like just be honest about what your intention here is. Don't
Yeah.
make it seem like you're moving genuine when you're not. You're clearly trying to use your association with him to build yourself up, which is okay. But say that, my nigga.
It's same like it's no different. It's no different in top five. I be saying. I mean, I don't be telling Drake because I don't talk to that nigga. But it's like if I was Drake, I would want no association with top five whatsoever. I want no association with him.
He just makes you look kind of clownish.
Yeah, I would like disavow. Like, hey, top five do not speak for me. He don't speak for OVO. Yeah.
Y'all seen that live stream act did with that one dude?
Well, who?
That one dude that got scammed, I guess, from Drake or some shit like that. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that. Whatever.
Drake was out here scamming niggas? Damn, Drake.
It was a crazy stream, man. I'll tell you.
Drake was out here scamming niggas. By the way, please stop saying Biggie is a better artist than Pac. I really wish you could.
The truth hurts, doesn't it?
That's not the truth. That's why it doesn't hurt. It's not the truth. Yeah. It's annoying, but it doesn't hurt.
I know.
It doesn't hurt. One's more versatile than the other. I would think versatility makes you a better artist as well.
Sure thing.
One's better than one at one thing, and that's hits. That's it. Not hook.
You think Biggie's a better rapper?
Yes. I think he's a more enjoyable rapper, yes. Same reason why Drake is a more enjoyable listen, at least to
you think like skill-wise he's a better rapper? Like technically rapping, he's a better rapper?
It depends on what you value. Like Biggie's a better rapper when you're going to talk about bars or metaphors.
He has more substance.
I mean, the technicalities of it.
I mean, lyricism I'd still give Pac. Like
you crazy.
Lyricism? I just said it, didn't I? Song creation I'd give to Pac. Layers, and like I said, versatility. Like
I think Biggie's more versatile.
No, he's not. Why isn't he giving us that then? Pac fits on any subject.
Damn, he only got you. He died. Goddamn, give him some time. Give him some time now. But damn, we only had 2 albums.
Not that I can only go with what's presented.
You don't think if Biggie and Tupac's career played out completely, that Biggie would be?
Now we're if we're
that's all we can do is ifs. What are you talking about?
No, we can't. We can go with what we have. Okay,
oh wow, Tupac had 1 year less, and you're heralding his career more than Biggie's.
I didn't herald his career. I said he's a better artist. A better artist. He fits on. He fitted on anything he did.
Who's a better artist, Biggie or XXXTentacion?
Yeah, that's a stupid question. Who's
more versatile? Who's more versatile? I'm asking you. Who's more versatile?
X is not.
You don't think X more versatile than
X is definitely more versatile.
Biggie can't make Jocelyn Flores.
Might not be the same
X
level.
Can't make Juicy.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't.
He may look at me. He may look at me.
That's not. Look at that.
Look at troll.
Anyway, like Pac fit on anything. Pac can give you a Brandon's Got a Baby. He can give you I Get Around. He can give you a Life Goes On.
X gave Biggie. Flores, bro.
What did Biggie give you that was like?
He just died. God damn it. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about? He died.
Yeah. Tough shit. Sage ass in New York. Should never hopped on the flight. Sorry.
Why do you hate New York besides Jay? I don't understand.
I don't hate New York. I love 50 Cent.
I'm saying if it wasn't for Biggie dying, Jay-Z would be like a blip in the. What we need this guy? We got this guy. What the fuck we need him for? You know.
But 3 to 4 New York rappers are in my 10, so I don't. That hating New York narrative is ridiculous. Because Nicki's in my 10, 50's in my 10, Jay's in my 10, Biggie's in my 10. Those are all New York artists.
How many New York rappers are in your 10, D-Friend? 1?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know your list be changing.
Think about
the 10 switches so much. I don't even know the fucking the 10.
Think about it. The South might have the least amount of people in my 10. South has Wayne. Fucking who else is in my 10 that's from the South?
That's it.
Cole's in my 10. He's from North Carolina. So
Okay. Bias.
That's my 10.
That ain't the South. That's damn near New Jersey.
It's my 10. Okay.
It's my 10. Exactly. Right. It's my 10. Like, but Pac has the better A sides and B sides. Clearwater, nah.
B sides is debatable. If you want to say A sides,
no B sides,
sure.
he definitely has the better
B sides. He doesn't. B sides,
he does. No. He has better B sides. He doesn't have more. He doesn't have better hits.
Some of Biggie's B sides are play better long term than Tupac's A sides.
That's not
all of them, but some of them, yes.
But not majority.
And they age a lot better too. They don't sound dated as fuck.
Okay, that also goes through his production. Look who he was under. He was under a person that knew how to make.
Not just production. Well, that sounds like an excuse, nigga. I thought you said Tupac sounds good under anything. So why does that matter?
He does. His verses.
Okay, then why does production matter?
I didn't say his production. I said his verses sound good on anything.
His verses.
You can put him on any subject. You can put him on any song with a subject, and he fits it. He does. You have no evidence of him not. What song has Pac been on where he sounds out of place? Where he sounds like, whoa, this ain't your
I can say the same about Biggie. What the fuck?
Biggie hasn't given you a Brenda's Got a Baby.
Biggie, what does that mean?
Brenda, okay, that's just something he didn't touch. He didn't give you a Dear Mama either.
You don't think he could?
Oh my God! If he could, why didn't he?
You don't think he has?
The nigga died, man.
This is what I be. This is why niggas be like, bruh, Tupac overrated as fuck. This is why niggas be saying.
He's not overrated.
Like, look at what do y'all hear what this nigga is saying, bro? Like, this is why niggas be saying that.
He didn't give it to you. That is the plain truth fact.
But what does that mean? Biggie hasn't given you a Brenda's. What does that mean?
Okay, so that
a song about a bitch.
That wouldn't make you more versatile. That would.
Biggie's more versatile. What are you talking about?
He's not. He's not. Like even somebody like Drake. Does he sit here and give a To Pimp a Butterfly? No, he doesn't. But Drake has given me a You and the Six. Drake has given me a Over My Dead Body. Drake has given me those a small bit of storytelling records. It's not majority. It's not even half his catalog. He's given me a bit of it. Kanye gave me a All Falls Down. Kanye gave me a Roses.
So because Tupac gave you some shit to make you think that makes him better.
It's the fact that he did that.
Wow, he made some shit with substance.
No.
But it sounds dated as fuck.
No, he did that while also tapping into the lane that was really Biggie's lane. I was good in that.
I don't think Tupac could ever tap into Biggie's lane.
I get around as tapping into Biggie's lane. Even though it came out before that, but it's tapping into Biggie's lane.
Biggie has 10 songs like that.
How do you want it? Exactly. Okay, yes, you have 10 songs like that. But I could do a song in your lane like you did, and it pops. I could do another song in this lane, and it pops. I could do another song in this lane that it pops. This is just the simple reason why LeBron's the GOAT to me. I can do this many things well, better than you can do this many things well. You can do this one thing really great, but if I can do this many things well compared to your one great thing, I'm better than you. Like Braun don't score as easily as or more pretty than Kobe or MJ. You don't have as many scoring titles, but I pass better than you. Technically, I shoot better than you. I rebound better than you. I'm better than you.
So why isn't Tupac your GOAT then?
He is. I think he.
You just said Jay-Z was.
He is the best rapper. He's not the best hip hop artist.
You said your favorite was Drake, and your greatest is Jay-Z.
Tupac is the best rapper.
No, Hov is the best. No,
Hov. This nigga number one is changing before my eyes, bro. You just said Jay-Z's the GOAT, and your favorite is Drake.
1 and 2. I always told you my 1 and 2 is
Hov
and Pac. I've always told you that. I think Pac is the greatest artist, like the biggest influence.
See, he the type of nigga Tyler Creator was talking about.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so wait, you think Tupac's a greater artist than Kanye West?
No, I don't think he's a greater artist. I think he's more influential on the genre of hip hop. Like if you take Tupac away,
you think Tupac's more influential on music than Kanye West?
On the genre of hip hop, which takes in more than just
hip hop.
Yeah, which takes in more than just music.
That's crazy.
Culture, the fashion, all that other
Hold
stuff.
on, you think Tupac's more influential than Kanye West?
to what hip hop is. Yes.
What does hip hop mean to you, Lando?
Without Tupac, you don't get Kanye West.
Says who?
Oh, there we go with that type of
Says
shit.
Kanye
Like, says who?
himself. Says Kanye himself.
Because Tupac made conscious rap at a high level. Is that why?
No. If you've listened to any Kanye interview, he said he first fell in love with rap from poetry. And he didn't even listen to Tupac songs first. He listened to and read Tupac poems. And that's what inspired him. He gives him the
So because
credit.
he got inspired by Tupac.
You know, you can end up being more influential than a nigga who
That
influenced
is
you.
true. I didn't deny
Okay,
that.
I'm just making sure because that niggas love to use that. Well, he was saying him. It's like
He
okay.
was
No, I
inspired.
deny
Kid
that.
Cudi's better than
But
Travis.
me personally, when you take into account that Pac only had 5 years in the game. He had 5 years. Came in 91. He died in 96. The impact he had with his music and his films, which are hip hop based films, that still is relevant today. You know, that's still relevant. He didn't lose a single ounce of like relevancy. Like Easy died. Easy's not relevant today. For real. Not to be disrespectful, that's fact, right? X is relevant, but not to all of hip hop, or not even to like majority, to these teen hip hop fans. Pac died in 96, remained relevant throughout damn near 30 years of him passing. That's a testament to himself. And it's not just because of his music, it's because of the antics that he got into, the outspokenness he got into, the movies that he was in, like the juice, the poetic justice, the above the rim, that all played a part in it. That's why I think he's the most influential. That's why I think he's the greatest face that hip hop's ever seen. I don't think it'll be eclipsed. Does he make
Will Smith?
Does he make the better? All right. Does he make the best?
What you mean? All right. Who's
There's an
the
argument.
bigger superstar? What do you mean? All right. What are you talking about?
He got a show too. He had a whole show.
But he wasn't viewed the same either.
Wasn't he the first nigga to win a Grammy?
Yeah. And a lot of people in rap did not respect it. They thought it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you the clean award because rap had already taken its transition to gangster rap, which at that time, the person who had the crown as this is the best gangster rapper was Pac. He didn't have it at first, but his last 3 years, I'm talking 93 to 6, he had it. Another thing that makes Pac so great, Pac went to jail at the end of 94, came out in October of 95 and died in September of 96. And in that 11 months, did so much musically, remained so relevant, dropped the bomb of a diss track, dropped a double track album that went crazy. No one else did that in an 11 month span at all in hip hop. No one. Nobody.
Does longevity matter to you?
If that's the case, then why could you have Biggie over Pac when he has less longevity?
I think he has more hits.
I mean, great
And
for
I think
you.
I think his music ages a lot longer than Tupac's does.
Great for you. But
yeah, I mean, you're asking me. I mean, that's
no,
my opinion.
Great.
Like,
No. Because I said, what makes you think he has more longevity? And you said you think he does. But I mean,
if I'm saying he has a lot of
The numbers will
B-side
tell you
records that are bigger than Tupac's A-sides, that I think still to
name
this day
me some
could
Biggie
go.
B-sides that are bigger than majority.
Nigga, you know
Tupac's
Biggie's
A-sides.
discography. Don't make me pull this.
No.
nigga
Tell
shit.
me some Biggie B-sides that are bigger than majority of
Like,
Tupac's
what are we
A-sides.
doing, bro?
That sound like
No, I
deflection,
wanna hear
Warder.
it.
Say the B-sides, nigga. What's
We
up?
know
You
his
said it.
B-sides,
How you do it?
nigga.
You
I
can't-
don't know it. I want to know. Tell me the
Like, you
B-sides
can't
bigger than
just
Tupac's
say it
A-sides.
out there
friend.
and then be like, oh, nah,
You
know.
can't
hella-
make
nah,
the
nigga,
statement. This is
tell
a
me some
debate
of these-
between you and Lando. You made the
I don't
statement.
even think
Now
this is a
back up the
debate,
claim.
bro. This is convo. This is a
Back up the
conversation, bro.
claim. What do you mean? What
He's not
songs
gonna
are
do it
bigger?
because
So-
he's talking out his ass.
What would we say B-sides then?
You, whatever you consider. You
Whatever
said it. What do you
listen,
think?
This is you.
All right, kick in the door.
Kick
You
in the
got
door.
Warning.
So that's a bigger
Unfoolish.
B-side than okay.
All right, that's why I don't even.
And that's
bother
bigger
giving my
than. So you
opinion.
said A
That's
side.
a bigger
So bigger than.
B-side.
They
Fuck
bigger
you,
than
in my
California
opinion.
Love.
I was listening. I was
They
giving
bigger
you
than
my-
California Love, right?
But I'm
I
listening.
said some, not all, nigga.
Okay.
Majority?
Okay,
Or
but then
just
you
some?
tell me what A sides are bigger than or what? Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean.
What
Get out.
What
A-sides
Tupac
are
A
bigger
sides are smaller than those?
that are
That
smaller?
Bryce calling. Get out, Bryce picks.
That's
You said what?
Whatever.
I mean, okay.
Yep. There we go. There we
Hey,
go.
what happened? Where everybody go? What happened?
And they got to do some duties, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. I might delete Prize Picks.
He wouldn't go for it. He says,
Bro,
This for
gives a
Lando.
fuck. You got 17-year-olds like, yeah, like, dude, you fucking ready to die and Enter the Wu-Tang is my top 10 album ever. I'm like, bro, you just got hair on your dick. Like, I don't care about people's objective top nothing. Tell me what is your favorite shit, because you learn so much from people. You get
I'm trying to tell y'all where to be. Tell me your object, nigga. Who gives a fuck about the objective? I think.
No, that matters to me though. That matters to me.
What do you like? What do
that
you?
shows
That
me
tells me a lot
how.
more about you. What
That
do you
shows
like?
me how knowledgeable you are of hip hop.
No,
what
it
you
don't. That
consider
shows
hip-hop.
you how niggas can assimilate, because it's easy
Not
to be like,
necessarily.
Nas, like those are easy. You just throw them niggas in there, and you gonna be like, all right, man. You might even just throw in a Lucy that like people like, oh damn, how you know about that? Just to give you a little bit like a flying low like Aesop Rock. And you be like, oh damn, how you know about that nigga? Okay, let me put that down. His hip hop card is verified.
But that's the thing. Like you saying that niggas can't speak objectively when it comes to shit.
I say it can't, but I'm saying I don't care what people say. Like when I ask them like, "What's your top 10?" You give me like whatever you think. Like I said, will get you invited to like Rosenberg's parties and like shit like that. I don't care about shit like that.
Why can't we just give both of our favorite?
But what holds more weight to me is what do you like? That's what I want to know.
Why should what?
Because an objective list could be that you could. I feel like you could easily just kind of.
But it's not. But objective might not be the same as your objective.
Most people's objective hip hop list is gonna be the same, essentially. Maybe not in the same order exactly, but it's gonna be the same people.
What's your objective top 10?
And I can't put it in order, but if I was gonna say like, what would hip hop people look at me and be like, okay, that's the top 10. Obviously, Nas is in the top 10, right? Biggie, Tupac in the top 10. Jay-Z's in the top 10. Wayne's in the top 10, right? Kendrick will be in the top. At this point, Kendrick will be in the top 10, right?
I wouldn't put him objectively in the top 10. I wouldn't objectively.
Yeah, that's fine. Kendrick would be in the top 10, right?
That's not the same, is it?
Okay, you're gonna nitpick
Okay,
one
keep
nigga. I
naming.
need 5
It's not
niggas
just
leading up
Kendrick.
to
Not
one
just Kendrick. Go
fucking
ahead.
nigga.
Keep going. Keep going.
Who would the 10 I would think would be like a hip hop people's top 10?
50 Cent? I don't think that's objective.
I don't think niggas would put 50 Cent in their top 10.
I know a lot of people that would. I mean, who else? Who would you substitute for 50 then? You putting DMX in your top 10? I don't think so. At this point, there's too many artists now that's like you could argue over DMX. You can argue.
Oh, Eminem would be in the top 10.
Okay. So is that like 7 names? Okay. I mean, you got a point. I'm not saying it's not gonna be.
Niggas might
a lot
throw
of the
in like
same.
I don't know what nigga. I ain't gonna throw in no old nigga. I ain't gonna be like, oh fucking KRS-One. Like, niggas might do that.
You said Lil
I
Wayne,
ain't gonna
right?
do that. Yeah, I said Wayne.
Yeah, Drake, Jay, Kanye.
But see when I say the object, niggas wouldn't throw Drake in there.
I'm talking about
talking to hip hop fans like Flying Low type niggas. That's what I'm talking about. The ones who like want the purity, like them type of niggas.
I think a lot of pure rap heads would put Drake still in their top 10. He might not be number 1.
No, they would not after the battles and not after the ghostwriting shit. No, they wouldn't.
But who would they put? They would put Kendrick in their top 10 over Drake.
Yeah, at this point, I believe they would. Niggas appoint that niggas say "To Pimp Butterfly" is the best hip hop album of all time.
But even they would still at least put Drake at 9 or 10. Like they would still.
They might put 50 over there, 50 over him. Like you said, okay. Let me do right. What names I said? Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie, Nas. That's 4. Wayne, Eminem, 50. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. And then who else? Like Kendrick.
Kendrick is like okay.
Kendrick.
I'll let it rock.
After
8, it's like you have to put Drake. Like you just have to put him.
I would put Drake. Yes, I would.
I think a lot of hip hop heads would put Drake there. Like
I don't think
who
so.
Even if the old heads wanted to put like an older rapper on there, who would that older rapper be at this point over Drake? You couldn't
What's that
even name
guy's
someone.
name? I always think of Karis one. What's that fucking guy? Rakim. That's what I meant. Rakim. They put
Put no
Rakim in there.
Rakim in no top
Rakim.
10.
I'm just there. Yes, they would. They'd have Rakim in the top 10.
I could see them putting a DMX over a Rakim. I'll say DMX. Rakim is like, I already did it. I already made a fucking short about Rakim with that one. Dude. But
Oh, Andre 3000. Niggas might throw Andre in there. Andre 3000.
They just throwing names in there. We got to redo our top 50.
Who else? I'm just looking at some names I might see get thrown in there.
Because a nigga like me will put him at 50. I'm sorry. And I did.
I'm not doing group. If they were just throwing hip hop in general, like Wu Tang as a collective would obviously be in a top 10 conversation for people.
Over the Migos?
Come on, we're talking about hip hop people.
Migos aren't hip hop.
Lauryn Hill. Look at the names I just named. I named Rock. And niggas putting Rakim probably gonna put.
Talking about a girl with one album. That's crazy. Look at the names you actually saying.
Greatest album of all time, according to Apple.
According to Ebro. Nice.
How many? Let me ask you something. If you do hip hop, right, and you put out the greatest album, why do you need to put out more albums?
Why not?
The
Because
greatest album of all time, according to some people. Why would I need to do more? It's like if I do a masterpiece painting, like, do I need to do more? Do I have to?
Because
I painted the best painting you've ever seen in your life.
Okay. I don't think the majority of people are thinking that. Let's just get that understood. Okay.
Let's say it's not the number one. Do you think it's in a lot of people's top 5, like objective, whatever the fuck you want to
say? I'd say top 10. Top 5 is kind of. Is that even really hip hop?
Top 10 out of all hip hop albums that ever been made.
Is that really hip hop?
People consider it hip hop.
If it's hip hop, I guess top 5.
People consider her a hip hop artist. So yeah, they consider hip hop.
Out of all hip hop, 50 years of, I think top 10. Maybe.
If a nigga could tell me To Pimp a Butterfly is the greatest rap album of all time, Lauryn Hill could definitely be top.
We know the type of people that are saying that. The DJ heads of the world, they're saying that shit. No, we could poll 10 random people on the street. They're probably not even gonna say that. So it's like all these little Twitter niggas that be saying shit like that. Why do we give some of these niggas like so much like importance in their opinion about that shit? Like, it's just not true. Like, the random person, like, if you ask a 45-year-old or a 50-year-old, is To Pimp a Butterfly a top 10 album of all? They're not going to say yes. They're probably going to say, like, Run the Jewels or some shit. Like, be honest, they're not saying that shit. Now, a nigga that's probably, like, your or my age, yeah, they might, okay, yeah, Kendrick, yeah, Pimp a Butterfly, sure. But, like, you know, majority of old heads
according to Billboard, the best all-time hip hop album is Nas Illmatic, Dr. Dre The Chronic, Lauryn Hill The Miseducation, Outkast Aquemini, Biggie Life After Death,
ironic,
Tupac All Eyes on Me,
ironic,
Snoop Dogg Doggy Style, Eric B and Rakim Paid in Full.
Look at this.
Jay-Z Blueprint, Slick Rick The Great Adventure of Slick Rick, 50 Cent Get Rich Die Trying, Raekwon, Tribe Called Quest, Kanye, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kendrick Lamar, Damn is the first Kendrick album, Ice Cube, De La Soul, NWA, Public Enemy, Missy Elliott, the DMX, Dr. Dre. Okay, yeah, Dr. Dre has 2 in the top 25. Kanye got 2 in the top 25.
Damn,
even like with the food, I know niggas like to not talk about the score with the Fugees, but she's still like she's a part of that. So it's like,
okay,
you know. It's like if Quavo or Offset was able to actually make an amazing solo album, right? And we were talking about their career, niggas would still bring up like culture as like a part of their like, you know.
But no one's doing that
because they
haven't been
able to create anything greater than what they did in that group.
But no, even if they did, there's too many albums that have preceded them that are way more impactful, way more influential. Like,
I'm talking about for them specifically.
Nigga, if Offset made a solo album that was on the same level as Culture, it still would not be top 50. It wouldn't.
That's not what I said.
What are you saying?
I said I wouldn't take away the score from Lauryn Hill because it's such a great body of work, right? So you have the Miseducation, which is like that's what you hang your hat on. Like she has this, but she also has this one over here because obviously she hasn't dropped a lot of shit. So what I say is, if Offset or Quavo was able to actually make a great album, let's say like Miseducation, that is like this is a classic album, people would be like, okay, they made this album, but they also make Culture. So they would bring those like to when you're speaking about that person.
I don't think that's fair to do though.
Argument.
I value
it's two
solo
groups
work.
with 3 people.
I value solo work. That's like
I mean,
saying,
that's fine,
"Oh,
but
Andre's
still
top
a thing.
10 because of the fucking Outcast shit."
A lot
No.
of people say he's top 10. It's not a bunch
Those
of music.
people are irrational.
But it's a lot of music without. Like I don't understand. I never understood that logic either. Because like, if he has like, say it's 15 songs on like 3 different albums and he's performing at a high level, it's like, why would I not? It's like this doesn't make.
It makes sense to me because it
sense.
discredits all the people that actually have solo work that have undeniable classics.
But if you're just a talented person, you're a talented person. So it's like.
No, of course, but let's not get collaborative albums and solo albums that are both classics.
I know there's some hip hop shit niggas like
Let's
to,
not
but like I said, if you can clearly tell a nigga is way more talented than everybody, regardless if he's on by himself or with a person, just him and his verses. If his verses are like the standouts, if he's the stand, especially if they're the standout of the group, it's like he's.
Can you name me? Because when niggas say talented, I'm not saying he isn't lyrically.
I'm not. When I'm speaking, I'm not even speaking for me. I'm speaking for what I hear niggas say.
Okay, so you hear other niggas say it, so you believe it.
Did I put Andre in my top 10?
Why are we even mentioning that?
We're talking about that. If we had these conversations, these niggas that want to talk all that objective shit, they would say shit like that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm speaking from a nigga like that. I'm not speaking as a nigga like me.
How irrational that is, though.
No, why? If he's going crazy, if he has crazy verses, niggas can point to like that's crazy, that's crazy, that's crazy, that's crazy. Why would they be irrational?
But why would it not be rational to you if he's not in your top 10?
Because I don't listen to Outkast.
But even if you did,
if I listen to Outkast and I enjoyed Andre so much that I'm like, I keep going back for Andre, I'd put him on my top 10.
Who would you replace him with? Nobody.
Whoever I think is better than.
Who?
You give me a hype. I don't listen to niggas. So name anybody.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's so great. And it'd be somebody.
I said he's so skilled. If you did listen to him, who would you replace him with then? If he had a classic and we're including his collaborative shit, who would you replace him with then? If you did listen.
You want me to name one random nigga? Eminem.
You don't. Okay, Eminem has how many classic albums?
So you asked me to answer a question about a nigga I don't have an opinion on.
I'm saying
you said name somebody. I just named the nigga. Eminem.
I'm saying in an imaginary world.
If I thought he was way more talented than Eminem, then I can see myself putting him ahead of Eminem.
But if
I thought the Outkast records that I was listening to are great because of him, then yes, I can see a world where people put him above somebody else. Unless it's out the realm of possibility where you would do that.
But the majority of the people in the top 10 are all talented, so it's not just talent.
If I thought that these songs that are made by Outkast are carried by this person, then I can see a world where I would put this person ahead of somebody else. I don't see how what's not clicking there. If I listen to Outkast and I said, out of these 15 songs in this album, Andre 3000 is the reason that 13 of these are standouts, then I can see a person saying that's why I put him over X, Y, and Z.
I'm trying to find parallels in R&B, but I'm having trouble. I was going to say something about Destiny's Child, but I don't even know who you would compare Beyonce to. Oh, well. Anyways, this nigga Serene is that Ruth Chris. This nigga eating good. Shout out my nigga Serene, bro. This nigga getting flued out.
I don't know who the fuck Serene is.
DK, nigga. That's his name.
Oh. His name is Serene?
It's been almost 3 years. You didn't know his real name. What a shame.
Yeah, called nigga DK.
True. So, D-Friend, I need to get your reaction about this. This is not cooking with Kaya this time, because I could care less about that.
I don't understand that whole thing.
Even though we could talk about it if you want. I mean, I don't
have nothing to talk about. I don't get where the phenomenon came from.
You don't understand where the phenomenon comes from with her asparagus and her mashed potatoes?
No, I don't understand it. I don't understand like the hype, like niggas on TikTok and shit go crazy. I mean, she's like cooking and she's twerking, and I guess that's like.
So you think she's an industry plant? She might be an industry plant.
I don't know what she is. I just don't understand the hype around it.
Well, honestly, I'm not mad. I mean, you know how niggas are. Niggas is horny as fuck. So
Yeah,
anything.
niggas like you.
No, I don't give a fuck. I didn't even know about her existence till niggas brought her up to me. I don't give a fuck. But honestly, I'm not mad. It's just all of these girls getting jealous or starting to try to find little shit that's wrong about what she's doing. Would you rather have her sucking cock on camera on OnlyFans? I mean, like there's a lot of shit that she could be doing that's a lot worse. Like, if I was her father and I had an option between her doing OnlyFans and her doing some cooking shit where she's twerking for 2 seconds, if I didn't have a choice, you do the little cooking shit, whatever, do what you got to do. But it could be a lot worse. Let's be honest. We've seen Twitter. We know what Twitter looks like. Could be a lot worse, right? But honestly, I don't really gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so funny seeing a lot of these women trying to find little shit that's wrong with it's like girl. It's so funny how just black people in general just love to follow
Whoa.
It's just I'm on my Myron Gaines shit. I'm sorry. It's just so funny how you black people just
Jesus Christ.
You just you just love to follow trends and oh, now it's cooking with Dijonay. It's like but y'all are half naked and shit. It's like, bro, it's so clear. I think that whole cooking with Kaya shit is so clearly like shows that women compete for men's attention. It's okay. Like if a woman was to say that, a lot of women would agree. But because a man is saying it, oh, he's misogynistic. What do you mean I have to do this? I feel like the same reasons that a lot of women, when they go out, like to wear makeup, it's not for them. They might do it for themselves. Some might. But I feel like the majority of women, they put on makeup to get the attention of other men. It's facts. Like, nigga, I just got a fucking haircut. You could say, technically, I got a haircut for hygiene purposes, yes. But, nigga, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? I look fresh. I look clean, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But what is the hygiene with putting cosmetics on your face and clogging up your pores? Like, what is that? It's clearly to get men's attention.
Hold on. Where are we going? What are we doing here? I thought we were talking about rap. Now we're talking about cooking.
I'm trying to tie it in together.
I'm trying to tie it. We going whatever. Like we ain't gonna talk about Complex's top 50 albums of 2024. What we talking about here?
You care about Complex? You want to talk about that? We can talk about that.
It's just a list that ain't been compiled. It's something to talk about. We better talk about cooking with Kyle.
Trying to get away from the cooking. I didn't want to talk about it, but hey, okay.
Okay, what are we talking about? Hold on.
It's a fact though. Like, nigga, like that cooking with Kaya shit just proved to me that women, y'all be getting mad at y'all be acting like y'all cool with other women. Oh, it's like, oh, protect women. Women are always right. Girl power. Until one woman gets so much more attention than you. Now it's like you're finding little shit to get. Like, bro, she could be doing a lot of shit that a lot of the Trishas out here are doing that a lot of their fathers would not approve of. So go get your coin. DDG paid a little $4K to do that little. Hey, man, DDG know what the niggas want to see. It is what it is. Like Rakai, I think Rakai, he was on Kai stream. He was with Ray and shit. Paid $4K to get Kai on. It is what it is. Like the fuck, I don't know. A lot of these girls that were getting jealous about this shit, they would probably, if they had that clout, I guess, or attention, they would do the same exact shit. It's the same shit they did with the Home Depot girl. The same shit. Whole bunch of OnlyFans girls trying to wear the Home Depot shit. Like, y'all niggas ain't buying no fucking plywood, my nigga. Now, let's be honest, bro. But anyways, Complex. Let's keep it hip hop. No more fresh and fish. Let's keep it complex.
Keep it hip hop, nigga. We talking about just cooking. Gives a fuck about her cooking. Has anybody even tasted the cooking? That's what I want to know. Has anybody actually tasted the food that she's cooking?
So apparently DDG tried it. He said it was good, but I guess Rakai and Ray tried it, and they said it was
That was a rhetorical question. I did not actually want to answer.
okay. Okay,
I was not actually asking for if anybody actually tried it.
I think so.
Top 50 albums. We got number 1, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, which is expected for
Is that
a
expected?
publication like Complex. Number 2 is Chromacopia by Tyler Creator. Number 3 is Future with the first one, the first Future album. Number 4 is Alligator Bites. Is it called Alligator Bites or
high.
Alligator Bites Don't Wear Off or something like that? Doechii.
Yeah, Don't Heal.
Number 5 is my girl Billie Eilish with
That's
Hit Me
your
Hard and
girl?
Soft. I fuck with Billie. Somebody hit her in the face yesterday though at her concert.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
I wasn't fucking with that.
In Sagittarius
Never.
season, disgusting.
Never, ever in your fucking miserable lives. And then some albums I don't know nothing about. But so we've sat with GNX for a couple weeks now. What do you think about GNX now after a couple weeks of it being out?
It's not a bad album. Like I do kind of people saying that let the album play out and the shit. Okay. Like I do agree with a lot of people saying like you could just let the album play out a little bit, because like I tried that one time. I played it out completely from top to bottom. It's a smoother listen than Mr. Morale. I feel like Mr. Morale is a little bit bloated. A lot of songs like I don't listen to no Auntie Diaries when I'm on the fucking 35, bro. I don't care. But listening to GNX, it's cool. I like the track. I like the intro track. That track kind of feels like a song that should be on the album that he drops. If he's going to drop another album, I think that type of song should be on the album he drops after, because that song sounds like an album song. Like, I don't think that song, I don't know if it's the beat. I don't know if it's what he's saying, how he's saying it, the transitions, the production. It just feels like a song that should be on a more promoted type of album. Like it feels like an album track. Squabble Up, that feels like, okay, that's the single, whatever. The SZA record, I understand why people like that record a lot. But it's mostly because of SZA. It's a duet, but it's mostly because of SZA. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
When you hear Kendrick don't do no fucking duet, my nigga, like, come on now. What else? Let me see the track. Let me go song per song. Honestly, it's not a bad album. It's not. Like, it's probably one of the more, outside of Damn, which is another concise album, which goes back to the theory of songs that are 14 or 15 songs or less usually tend to play better.
This is my shit right here, boy. I listen to shit every morning.
Man at the Garden. That song did draw me too. It did. Another song that,
But like most of the songs I ain't really going back to. Like I'm not really going back to GNX. I'm not really going back to Gloria. Hard Part 6 is one of those, that's not something you really just keep replaying over and over again. But I mean, for me, like shit I just replay all the time. I listen to Luther a lot. I listen to Man the Garden. I listen to Hey Now. Reincarnate, I don't listen to it a lot, but it could get played. TV Off, I can fuck with TV Off.
Song.
Dodger Blue, that feels like some Cupid Shuffle, like we at the cookout, like that's that.
I hear a lot of people say they like that song a lot. Like that's
it's not. I feel like it's meant for something. Like you see how people doing the step, that with like the little dancey shit they do, like the line dance. That's made for that. So I would say like there's about 5 songs I continuously go back to all the time.
It's not bad.
12 songs.
It's 12 songs.
Like 5 out of 12. That's
which
7
isn't bad at all.
Back to. I mean, it's not really great if you think about it. If I'm only going back to 5 out of 12, it's not the greatest ratios. But
that's the thing. For me,
it's not like the songs are bad.
Hard
Part 6 isn't bad. It's just like I'm not going to listen to the story of TDE over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But
it's like that album. The album is playable. Like it's. I mean, coming off the Not Like Us shit. This album makes it. For me, it just makes me ponder why the fuck he dropped that. The Party is Dead shit. Why? What was the point in that?
Yeah.
Like it just makes like there was literally no point in dropping that. It's not on the album. It was just a Lucy to just throw out there for what? It didn't do anything. Like, but I guess people just want to forget that ever dropped, right? They can't be, oh, that's just the warm up to the no. That was an L.
It did what it was supposed to do. Niggas took it
What
for
did
that
it do?
symbolism. People took it for the symbolism and all that type of shit. The industry's changing, and people when they ran with that whole thing.
But this is probably one of the most well, I'm not gonna say the most replayable, but the most enjoyable listen from Kendrick since it is. I'm not gonna say I want to listen to hate, but what you say?
I said, well, that's not saying much because Mr. Morale was like, yeah, it was whatever, it was cool.
Yeah.
And then Damn would be the next album after that.
Black Panther should I'm not counting that, but
I'm not counting Black Panther.
Damn is just I don't know what it is about shorter albums.
I guess just seeing this lineup, right? Just seeing this GNX, Chromacopia. I'm talking about rap. Chromacopia, Future, Doechii, and I believe the next one after that was Schoolboy Q with Blue Lips. Would that be like that's like a top 5 you can? It ain't got to be in order, but that's like a top 5 that makes sense to you for this year.
It makes sense. I'm not going to lie. I do kind of feel like Chromacopia, there's a lot of recency bias there. It's not a bad album, but I personally really enjoyed We Don't Trust You a lot when it dropped. Like, I played the entire album from start to finish a lot, and it felt like there was a lot of songs on there. There's a lot of singles on there that I play still to this day that still go. Like,
I think with Future, he just don't get that respect because it's like
he should with that. That album was great. That's probably the best album. I mean, I Never Liked You Too, but We Don't Trust You was fucking phenomenal. The production.
I think there's some songs on there. It's like he could if he did like 12 tracks. I feel like there's some songs in there like okay.
But I can say that about Chroma. There's some songs on Chromacopia that I didn't need to hear. But in the context of the album, I could see why you put it there. But am I going to play it? Probably not. But it's a great album.
But I think the difference would be is like if it's a song that's supposed to be there in the sequence of an album, that makes sense. But Future shit isn't made to be like this is some like sequence. This is just like we just throwing records on here. Like he not making.
But it's a lot of records. I'm not the biggest
Tyler's fan, there's only 14 songs on Tyler's. I mean, Future's what 17.
It's not that much.
But like I said, it's different. Like when you're doing a concept, 14 songs, and you just throwing shit out there. If Future did like 12,
We Don't Trust You. We talking about Drake.
Yeah,
it's concept.
No,
what's the concept of Chromacopia?
His life. He's talking about his dad. He's got his mom doing the fucking.
That's a lot more vague than a nigga making an album of dissing Drake.
Very
specific. There we go. There we go.
Right he's got songs that have themes. The shit about his dad, right? And his mom talking about him and his dad got similarities. Forgiving his dad. He has the one where he's telling the story about the woman, the whole like abortion type shit they had going on with that one. Is that the one that's called Darling I? With Tizo? Is that the Tizo one? Oh, that's the Tizo one. Sticky's obviously Sticky's just like that's just like the hit. Like we're looking for the hit. We're looking for the hit on this one. Yeah. I'd have to go through every fucking record, but yeah, Future. We know Future shit's just like a playlist.
I just enjoy that album a lot, and I played
yeah.
That's what I expect from Future. I don't expect no super deep shit from Future. I don't think he should be penalized for that either.
Well, in the context,
Cinderella is beautiful.
The context of what I'm talking about is I like that song. The context of what I'm talking about is us saying like there's songs on this album that we wouldn't replay, like I said with Kendrick, like, but they make sense to be on that type of album. The Future, when you're making an album just to throw like songs on the album, you'll have shit that's just like there's no reason for this to be on here. That's what I'm saying.
So you think because there's a more of a reason behind the songs that makes it more replayable to you? To you?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm asking you, nigga. Don't act like you like.
If that's the case, I would be talking about Tim and Butterfly. Like I'm not a big Tim and Butterfly fan of the replayability of it, right? But I get why certain songs may be on the album. Like they have a reason for being on there with telling this story that he's trying to tell. That's what I'm saying. with Future, he's not telling a story. He's just putting songs on there just for the sake of putting songs on there. That's what I'm saying. If he dropped like 12 songs, you'd be like, damn, this is like maybe I like 85% of these records I'm fucking with, rather
what
than like
songs are more
60
replayable?
or whatever. Or songs I don't listen to anymore off that album, or I don't have like checked off.
Like what songs in general? Because
I'm
I
not
feel like a
running
lot
to
of the
listen to
Chromacopia shit
GTA.
is
I'm not
recency bias.
Seen It All. I'm not running to listen to Where My Twin At. Running Out of Time, Fried She a Vibe. Like I'm not rushing to go listen to those songs. My favorite songs are obviously Type Shit, obviously Like That, obviously Cinderella, obviously Everyday Hustle, shout out Rick Ross. I like Magic Don Juan. I even like Slimed In. So I'm saying like, I mean, there's only like 7 that I really like on that album. But yeah. If he did 12, he had more than Kendrick.
How much on Chromacopia do you like?
Let's see. Let me pull it up.
Me personally, I like 4 or 5.
I like Saint Chrome. I like the only thing about the Ratata I don't like the last part where he's like biggest out the West after Kenny. Like you ain't gotta do that. Like that's not big shit. I like Hey Jane. I like I Killed You. I like Judge Judy. I like Sticky. Take Your Mask Off is good. Thought I Would Deal with Schoolboy is good. Hope You Find Your Way Home. I like that one. So I probably like 9 out of the 14.
I'm like 9. Wow. Okay.
Like 9 out of 14. Oh, what's tomorrow's? I gotta hear it. That's like just a vibe. It's not like I'm crazy. But yeah, like 9.
I don't know. I'm defending Future with this one. I think a lot of it is
I know I like him too. That's when he's talking about his dad. So about like 10 out of the 14 that I can really like. I really fuck with.
Even on We Still Don't Trust You too as well. Drink and Dance, like Autumn Myself, Gracious, Red Leather, All My Life. A lot of songs on there. It's a little bit more bloated. Obviously, a lot more songs.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like if he shortened them, I think people will be more appreciative of future albums because they don't have a concept, just have a bunch of songs. So if he had less songs on an album that's not a concept, I feel like people would appreciate it more.
Yeah. I mean, to me, they're still both top 3, but I just prefer We Still Don't Trust You. And then 4, 5, you can put whatever, honestly.
I'm not mad at Doechii shit is really good. I like. I'm always what's the word? I'm always resistant to feeling like I'm being force-fed something, and I felt like at one point Doechii was just being forced on everybody, and everybody's opinions were forced. So I was kind of like pushing back on that. But
how many songs do you like on
cleared,
that? It's 19 songs on there.
And that's probably bloated. But I'm just saying, for what my expectations for Doechii are, a lot of times I like certain people's albums because I don't have expectations for it, and then it is what it is. Let me see. It is 19 songs.
Yeah. I think that's a little bit of recency, but I think her music is like an acquired taste. It's not
probably I could probably if I just because
she's a great rapper.
When I'm listening to music, I don't know how y'all listen to music. Maybe I look at the names. I just be letting that shit run. I don't even like listen. Like I'll be like, okay, this is Slide. This is Firefly. I just be listening. So I actually listen to the songs to know which ones I actually like. But yeah, it didn't feel like I was pulling teeth when I was going through it. But I have to like really mark down the songs I like on it.
What they have at 5? Blue Lips?
I mean, Blue Lips was 10, but it was like 5 if you just looking at hip hop shit.
Honestly, that album was good, but I think people are kind of gassing it a little bit just because it's Schoolboy Q. Thank God for Me is great. Movie's great. Ohio's great. But other than that, I think you'd be hard pressed to find songs that I'm like, oh, I gotta go listen. And it's another album, again, has 19 songs. So, I don't know, great production. And I think it's just that West Coast sound is like, it's the academics argument. It doesn't travel outside for real. If we're being honest, like
the academics argument. Hold on, what the fuck? What do you mean?
Okay, it's the general. Everyone's saying the same shit.
Niggas always want to give niggas the credit. Nigga, everybody say that.
Nigga. I'm sorry, whatever.
God damn.
But yeah, the academics argument is like, it doesn't travel. Niggas ain't playing it in the South and not playing it in the East. Well, they might be in the East because honestly, this album kind of sounds more so of like I could see why a East Coast niggas listening, giving it a little listen here or there. There's some songs like that, but I don't
Oh,
think
don't forget
many
about Rock
niggas.
Marciano's Marciology. That was a great album.
Rock Marciano. Okay,
They got Almighty So 2 on here too.
I listened to it. I think the production outweighs his actual rapping. Honestly, I think he
Cash
overproduced.
Cobain, play Cash Cobain.
Don Toliver's album was great.
Oh, Don Toliver did a good album. Big X the Plug. Can't forget about Big X the Plug. Cannot forget about
He's
him.
growing on me. He's definitely growing on me. It's very, very hard artist. Definitely growing on me. I think he is a 2-hit wonder as for right now, but we'll see. We'll see what else he puts out. Don't want to cast what do they say? Cast aspersions too early. But a very good artist. I'll say that. Very good artist. Cash Cobain.
I gotta go listen to D-Lo Curry. I gotta go listen to that.
D-Lo
Curry. I ain't
Curry.
hit shit on Prize Picks today.
You talking about Boss Man? I took a break from Prize Picks. I ain't gonna hold you. Yesterday was so bad. I don't think anyone hit yesterday.
Fuck.
I don't know what the fuck happened yesterday. No one.
Nigga Sriracha said, I quit. I'm done. I'm done.
That nigga Sriracha need to. I don't know. That nigga's just unstable, bro. Like
that's that Asian shit. Asians be like that. They be like really.
But you're rich as fuck. I would assume he's rich as fuck. I don't want to count pockets.
I'm gonna assume he's rich.
Nigga, you making all that money off of Dub Club alone, bro? Like
I wouldn't give a fuck. Niggas still subscribe to my shit.
Oh my god.
We ride to the wheels fall off, nigga. We gonna win one of these days. Shit.
Exactly. It's like, bro, like you're still. I would assume he's making like at least 20.
He got at least making 20 to 30,000. Like I don't know how much Dub Club takes off, but
yeah. Because he got like what? I don't even know how many subscribers he has in that Discord, but nigga, you're good. Like nigga talking about he gonna get a CDL. I'm like, nigga, are you serious? You ain't do no investing, bro. It's not very Asian of you, brother. Not very Asian of you. What else was there to talk about? Cooking with Kaya. What else?
Dirt going down. That's it. Just dirt going down. That's the only thing.
Dirt going down.
Oh, Candace Owens exposes the USS Liberty. Israel attacked the American.
Yeah, it's time to log off. Okay. What do you think about that? What do you think those things in the sky were in New Jersey?
I didn't even look into that.
Yeah, they're saying that those are drones or some shit like that.
Oh.
They had the Billboard Music Awards.
What's going on?
This nigga.
I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done.
What the? Is that Sriracha?
No, that's how he was. I'm done. At the camera. Nigga crying, nigga. Get up and go bet, bitch. Put some pics out, nigga. I ain't got paid for this no fucking reason.
Oh, let me see if I can play it. That nigga was tweaking though. What the fuck? I might make this a clip. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was crazy.
That nigga said, guys, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. Chill, bro. Just fucking put the pics up, nigga. If you a person that signed up for some of these picks, you think you'll win every time. You're a fucking idiot.
Of course. That's why I only do 2-mans and 4-mans. Like dropping 6-man slips like we finna hit every pick. Come on, bro. Nigga, it's not meant to hit every fucking time, bro. That nigga hit one good time and now it's like, oh, everyone want to join now because he hit a 6-man.
Niggas think they hitting the 6-man every day.
Yeah. Let me see where this nigga said that shit. I think he put that in the main sports chat. Let me see.
Man, fuck all that. What we talking about? So who's all pulling up this next week? Next week, 19th, we doing a cut your promo, nigga. We got the biggest end of the year special.
Yeah.
You got Chigs, you got Sounds, you got me, you got Water, you got DK, you got who else is pulling up this thing?
Hopefully Flacco pulls up. I think he probably will, but if not, we'll pull up.
What's
we'll probably get. Yeah, what's the Dirt pulling up? What's the Dirt
pulling up? Flacco, he being flaky right now. We don't know what's going on with Flacco. He's supposed to delete his channel also because Baby Drill is not the biggest rapper in the game. Not now, not back in March, but salute to him. Like I said, what did we say? Flacco, What's the Dirt, Chig Smooth, Sound from It's a Vibe. Everybody, pretty much every nigga on there is, no, actually only Sound is on Drake's op list. Whatever. Bro. Anybody else? That's it. I think that's it. He's the only one that's on.
I mean, Flacco. I don't know. I think Flacco might be op. Who knows, bro?
Flacco ain't different on.
He's been dissing Drake a lot lately. I don't know what's going on. He's switching sides.
Flacco be flip. Flacco. We figured him out already. We know what the fuck he be doing. He be doing algorithm shit. I get his vibe. He doing algorithm. He getting the comments and engagement. I get it. I get the game. I know how it goes. I don't do it because I don't have Instagram like that, but I get what people do. I get it. That's what I've been doing on Twitter. I've just been trolling niggas, talking shit because I know people gonna talk shit. We talking shit, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. What we doing? We doing top 10 songs. We doing MVPs. We doing recap of the year. What are we doing?
So we're doing top 10 songs. We're gonna talk about. It's gonna basically. I kind of just want to talk more so about the year. We're obviously going to do our top 10 songs, but it'll be more like a discussion type of stream because a lot of shit obviously happened. Drake Kendrick beef, a whole bunch of shit. Cat Williams started this year off the right way. So we're going to do MVP of the year, best featured artist, comeback artist of the year.
That should be unanimous.
Song of the year, I guess. This is the basic shit. Then we'll go to our top 10. But we'll mostly talk about the year, any surprises, any expectations for next year. We're at the halfway point of the decade, so to run down the last 5 years, who has the best albums of the last 5 years? Maybe.
Oh, that's like a lot. So I gotta start doing research and remembering shit.
I already know a couple, but pretty obvious ones. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. We're gonna have What's the Dirt, Chigs. If Flacco can't show up, I'll have my nigga Biddle join. Biddle's really, really good. Should be a great conversation. If Flacco can't show up, of course. I think it'd be Biddle and Flacco.
You being the host, nigga, you just make sure your internet can handle all the motherfuckers gonna be on the damn call.
My internet ain't fucking up, ain't it? So far.
Now, yeah, until 10 niggas hop on the motherfucking damn screen, and your shit gonna be.
I don't think it was cutting off of the interview I was doing. Shit.
No,
it was one person, but
what time is it? It's midnight, nigga. I'm going to bed. You did your little 5-hour monologue. Yeah. Salute to you. Salute to everybody who was here. Shout out to Jay-Z. He's innocent. Hey, everybody was talking shit, man. Y'all got to come out. Y'all got to say, hey, I'm sorry, Jay-Z. LeBron, he took a back seat because there's something coming out about LeBron next. Be on the lookout for that. But
I gotta play this nigga Roger shit before I get off. I gotta play the show though.
I gotta take a shit. Salute.
All right. Let me play this shit real quick. Let me play this shit. Oh, this shit's fucking unresponsive. Fuck. Wait. Come on, man. This shit is slow as hell now. All of a sudden. God damn it. Oh, well. Well, MicDrop Podcast. The next time you'll see me on here, we're going to have the end of the year stream. Like I said, everyone's going to pull up. Should be great. Should be entertaining. Again, if you're not following, if you're not subscribing to MicDrop Podcast, make sure you subscribe. Going to have a lot more content, going to be more consistent. Make sure you look at the ticker down below. Follow me on IG, MicDrop Podcast. Follow me on Twitter, Drop the Damn Mic. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I will catch y'all niggas later if my shit would be responsive. Fucking close this damn stream, but I guess not. The fuck is this shit not closing? But yeah, follow. Do what you got to do.